just lie down and do not move from this moment on, and prepare yourself for the relaxation. So you're just going to take a deep breath, and then take the deep breath and then hold the breath for 3 seconds. And then the out breath, in through the nose, out through the nose. Really slow out breath, long out breath. We're really focusing on the out breath because that's what relaxes us, by breathing out for slightly longer than we breathe in. And again, we're focusing in on the breathing, but we're not interfering with the breathing. We're focusing in on the breathing, we're becoming aware of the breathing, but we're not interfering with the breathing, but we do have an idea of how we want to breathe. In through the nose, out through the nose. We also want to breathe in slowly, and we want to have a slight pause between the inhalation and the exhalation, and also a pause between the exhalation and the inhalation. So we're just slowing the breathing down with that extra pause in either end of the breath. Becomes a very deep breath. But we are trying to be an observer of the breath, just allowing the breathing to happen without our interference. So we become aware of breath. And then we decide, since the relaxation has begun, that from this moment on we're not going to move. We're not going to move at all. If we get the sensation of moving, we'll just take a deep breath and we'll relax with the out breath. And we won't feel the need to move or scratch an itch or anything like this. So we're just lying there and we become very aware of the contact that the body is making with the floor. So we become aware of the body on the floor, just relaxing. And as we've been there for a few moments now, the relaxation is becoming deeper and deeper. And we're just going to start counting down from 100. And as we count down from 100, in between counting, we relax deeper and deeper. So it's 100, relaxation deeper, 99, relaxing deeper, 98, relaxing deeper, 97, relaxing deeper. And so we're basically coming to relax much more deeply as we count down. We just carry on counting down. The relaxation is becoming deeper and deeper. And we're just starting to feel very relaxed. And we're just visualizing the body on the floor, left alone. There's nowhere to go. We don't have to worry about anyone else. We're just thinking about our own body, our own breathing, which we're all doing very well. It's all relaxing very nicely. And we're just counting down, and as we count those numbers down, the relaxation becomes deeper and deeper. We get a sense of the contact with the floor. We can feel the space between the contact the body is making with the floor and the floor. So we become aware of the space between the soles of the feet and the floor. Become aware of the space between the soles of the feet and the floor. And we become aware of the space between the floor and the elbows. We're just aware of the space between the floor and the elbows. And we become aware of the space between the hands and where they're resting on the body. We're just aware of the space between the hands and the body. And we're relaxing down deeper and deeper. We become aware of the space between the whole of the back and the floor. And we become aware of the head, the back of the head and the floor, the space between the back of the head and the floor. There's a sense of floating, releasing any tension we find at the back of the neck, in the neck, shoulders. Just releasing any tension we find in the abdominal area. Relaxing deeper and deeper. And we're just going to visualize going for a walk. So we get up in our visualization and we just leave the house. We're walking down the road. It's a warm day and there's a gentle breeze. And we're very relaxed, we're very at peace with ourselves, very happy. We're just bouncing along the road and the sky is as blue as it's ever been. We're off to a park, which is a huge park we've just discovered. We've never been there before. We've been told about it. We're going to go and discover it. And we're very excited because in that park there's gardens with lots and lots of different types of exotic plants, lots of cactuses, lots of rare flowers. And it's been designed by a very good, famous horticulturalist. And we're very excited to go and see this garden. So we're walking with a bit of a spring in our step and we're feeling very good about it. And suddenly we get to the garden. There's a huge metal gate. It's all wrought iron, polished wrought iron. You're just standing there and you can see that part of the gate has been shaped into flowers. And you think about how beautiful that craft work is. You know, it's a work of art and it's just the gate. You're just arriving and you're very excited and you see, you can walk through this gate, but you stop to look at the gate and you wonder at the mastery of how they've created this beautiful wrought iron gate with these amazingly sculpted flowers, you know, made of wrought iron. You imagine the blacksmith's workshop and all the tools that are lying around. The blacksmith there in his blacksmith's clothes and his banging heated metal. Wrought iron, it's very hot in there, you know, and you can really imagine how hot it is in that room. You're just transformed really, you know, from where you are to this amazing workshop. This amazingly big, beefy guy, you know, who's banging this metal and shaping it into these beautiful flowers. So you've got the contrast of this heavy set guy, you know, banging his hammer around the metal, and then the delicacy of the flowers as they come out. And then you become aware that you're standing at the opening to this garden again, and you become aware that you can smell the country, you know, you can smell the fresh air, that sense of fresh cut grass, and you're just really enjoying relaxing, and you've got a real sense of being confident and happy and buoyant and dynamic. There's a real energy, and you could do anything. You think, my God, you looked at this workshop, you looked at the creativity in this workshop, and you think about this workshop, you think, it's amazing. We can do anything we want. We can just do anything we want. We can create anything we want. We just have to be in the right mood, and we want to be in a very uplifted mood at all times, and just feel very confident that we can be creative. We decide to walk into the garden. We can see that it's been very beautifully maintained. You can see that there are gardeners even now at work, and they're very busy, pruning the flowers and cutting the bushes, and even there's some tree surgeons working on a very tall tree, and they've climbed all up there with their ropes. You can see they're in this tree, they're working away and sawing the wood down and throwing it to the ground, just like bumblebees they are, working away really hard. And then you walk and you see what it is you've come for, the flower garden. You walk through another small wooden gate, and inside it's quite the secret garden, really. It's sort of cut off from the rest of the park. You walk in there, and on one side you just see beds of tulips, and they're purples and they're reds and they're oranges and greens and all the colours you can imagine. They've done tulips en masse, and it's beautiful. And you can see, actually, all the bumblebees are flying around from flower to flower, collecting the pollen. And you look on the other side, and there's a rose garden. And you can see lots of different beautiful roses, big rose bushes filled with flowers, white ones, pink ones, black ones, red ones, yellow ones, just huge masses of these beautiful flowers. So to the left you've got the tulips, to the right you've got the roses, and then you walk down even further and there's a lake, and you can see the lilies in the lake, and you can hear the birds in the trees singing their songs, enjoying the hot sun, the warm day. And you see there's a little tiny little bridge that somebody's constructed. It doesn't look safe, but you feel safe and you feel confident and you feel comfortable within your own skin. So you decide, yeah, I can cross that, because on the other side of this bridge there's a small island on this not too big lake, and there's a building. It looks like some sort of temple. You don't quite know what it is, but you want to go and investigate. So tentatively you put your foot on the first sort of bit of wood that you see. It's like just bits of wood that they've just piled across the lake, but it holds. And you walk on to the next one, and it holds, and you go on to the next one, you start to walk across, and you think, as long as I keep my balance, I'm okay. And you're quite confidently you're walking across, and you're quite embodied. You're aware of the length in your body, the relaxed muscles, and you're quite confident. You're looking where you're going. One foot falls after the other, and suddenly, before you know it, you're across. And it's a great feeling, having got across that bridge. And then you see this beautiful building. Again, it's got to be crafted with love and care, because it's a beautiful, ornate little building, and it has a door. You open the door, and again, the handle is wrought iron. It reminds you of the blacksmith's workshop there. You open it up, and you go in, and immediately you go in, you get the scent of incense. This is a room where people meditate. This is a room where people do their relaxation. It's a very calm room, and you can see there are little candles all around the room. So you decide to go in, and there's no one in there. It's completely empty. All the candles are burning, but there's no one there. So you decide to sit down on a small chair that you see, and it's on this beautiful Indian rug, and the beautiful Indian rug again has been crafted beautifully by master craftsmen. All the flowers hand sewn into this rug. You just marvel at human creativity. And you sit down and you take a deep breath, and just everything goes with the out breath. You feel very relaxed, at peace, calm. You decide to meditate. And you just meditate, and you're focusing on your breathing. And you're just breathing in calmly and breathing out quietly. And everything is very, very relaxed. It feels very nice. And you decide that you're going to stay and meditate. You're going to smell the incense burning, and it reminds you of spiritual things. You feel very relaxed, very calm, very at peace with yourself, very warm inside, very relaxed. You continue to meditate for some time. And then eventually you decide it must be time to go. Very slowly you decide to get up. And you look around the temple. It's beautiful. You see Buddhas, little Buddhas carved out of wood, just over to the side, just sitting there. And all the candles flickering. There's a sense of tremendous peace as you decide to go back outside and see the flowers. And then you decide to smell the flowers. You're just walking around the garden, smelling the flowers, viewing the flowers, watching the bumblebees do their work. Calmly, gently walking around the gardens, viewing all the different types of flowers they have, which are many. You see the cactuses, lots of different cactuses, all different shapes and sizes, long ones, thin ones, spangly ones, just infinite amounts of cactuses, and some of them have even got flowers, rarefied cactuses that have been well maintained and looked after. Finally, it's time to go home, and we're totally happy, smile. We go off to our house, feeling confident, feeling calm, feeling positive, feeling happy, sense of euphoria. And then we go home. And then we've come to the end of our visualization, and we've come to the end of our relaxation, and so we become aware of the body on the floor, and we're just aware of the body on the floor, and we can feel the contact of the body on the floor, we can feel the weight of the body on the floor, and we're just going to open our eyes and wiggle our fingers, wiggle the toes, and there, as we are still in the relaxation, we're just going to lie there with the eyes open, and we're not going to get up immediately. We're just going to take a moment to become aware of the breathing and be aware of the non-doing in our now awakened state of relaxation.